Niger ruling military junta have revoked a military accord allowing U.S. Department of Defense personnel on its soil, Colonel Amadou Abdramane announced on national television late Saturday. The decision, effective immediately, follows a visit by U.S. officials, including Assistant Secretary of State for African Affairs, Phee, and General Michael Langley from U.S. Africa Command. Abdramane cited lack of diplomatic protocol and insufficient information about the delegation's composition, arrival date, and agenda. Discussions centered on Niger's military transition, cooperation, and partner choices in combating militant groups like al-Qaida and ISIS. Since seizing power last July, Niger, like Mali and Burkina Faso, has expelled European forces and turned to Russia for support. The U.S. State Department acknowledged Niger's statement, emphasizing frank discussion about concerns regarding the junta direction. Despite the decision, the U.S. remained in contact with junta and pledges updates as needed. Now, joining us via a telephone conversation to discuss the developments in Niger is Professor Jude Mamadou. He is the Director, Center for Peace and Security Studies, Modibo Adama University in Yola. Thank you, Professor, for joining us tonight.
Thank you also for inviting me to join you.
So it appears that the military leadership is trying to cut all ties with global powers from the West. And do you think that this direction will be in the interest of Niger?
Certainly not. I know that the military junta in Niger is trying to assert its, the territorial integrity. Of course, you saw that they have done the same with regards to their relationship with France when they asked France to quit their state. Now, the U.S. is it, and we live in a global world. This is what we call geopolitics. A global world where the world is a dependent world. We need the assistance of other countries, especially with regards to fighting jihadists within the Sahel region. We are aware that Niger is one of the countries that is troubled by the activity of jihad today. So for Niger, the military junta in Niger to come up with the decision to ask the U.S. to quit its sword, I don't think it's a good development at all. Because that place, Niger is very strategic to so many countries around Niger also, including the U.S. also. In Niger, the U.S. has about 1,100 troops boots on the ground, and they also have about 2 military bases where they use drones to monitor the activities of jihadists. Yeah. So for that reason, the security reason, I don't think Niger should have come up with this kind of statement to say that to ask the U.S. to do. It is not good, and I'm convinced that there's going to be consequences. There will be consequences because most of the soldiers that joined Bazoum to overthrow, to join the military junta to overthrow President Bazoum, most of them were trained in the U.S. So if the President junta is not asking the U.S. to leave, of course there's going to be serious consequences. And the military base in Niger was built by the U.S. and it cost the U.S. about $100 million to establish that military base. So for you to ask the U.S. to leave after we can spend about $100 million, I don't think the U.S. government will take it so lightly. So there might be consequences for this kind of action.
All right, Professor, let's look on the flip side now. The recent lifting of sanctions by ECOWAS has been met with radio silence as the borders on the Niger side remain closed. What do you think is the plan here?
Well, I think ECOWAS suddenly realized that the initial action it took to ban Niger and also close its borders and also to have threatened the military action against them suddenly realized that those actions were not too good, especially because it's a sister country. We have so many things in common with Niger. So I think that the reason why ECOWAS did that was just to share the trace and to also see how to get the opportunity for dialogue and negotiation between ECOWAS and Niger. I think it's a good development. But again, what I'm saying is that Niger is not standing to say, okay, you have opened the borders, but nothing, there shouldn't be any movement from Nigeria to Niger. I don't think, I don't think that stance that's coming from the military junta is okay, because what they are doing gradually will eventually isolate Niger from the international politics. They shouldn't be seen to be taking this kind of action. What I expect them to do is to engage with the US, engage with ECOWAS to see how they can be able to achieve their interest in this crisis situation. So for ECOWAS to have reversed this, I think it's a very good thing to have done that. I expected that should open the door for dialogue and negotiation, but we are not seeing the military also reciprocating over contact ECOWAS has pull his borders and also to restore electricity back to so that the economy can recover again.
All right, thank you, Professor Jude Mamadou. We appreciate giving us your insight into the recent development in Niger. Thank you very much.